John and Quiet have a very playful relationship that turns into something serious. Is any of your back and forth banter just playing off of each other and ad-libbing, or is it all scripted?
I think it's a 50-50. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we come up with on the fly. And, we're fortunate enough to have a team of really good writers that give us stuff to build off of. So, the best part about working with, somebody like Stephanie and her level of ability is the fact that no matter what you throw out there, she can catch it and dish it back. Like acting is a game of tennis, it's not handball. So when you hit the ball over the net, you have to be with somebody who can hit the ball back. And I've always felt like, no matter how far I went or how hard I fell, she would be there to catch me.
He falls pretty hard sometimes.
I'm a faller.
Literally or figuratively?
Both.
Well, Stephanie, we see Quiet develop a mother-daughter like bond kind of with Mayhem, protecting her at all costs. How do you think Quiet has evolved since the very first episode of season one?
I do think she's always been a protective person. I think she was protecting her brother loud at all times, uh, constantly sort of thinking about their future and thinking ahead and trying to figure out how they were going to make it. And with Mayhem, even though she resists taking care of Mayhem, she's involved. She's the sort of first person that's like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? Explain to me what's going on. Um, so I don't know. I think she has a soft spot for people. I mean, that's her whole thing at the end of season one is like, how can I help everyone that has nothing when these insiders
Mhm.
have everything? How can I give the outsiders access to some of that? It becomes her whole thing in season two, right? With this tournament that's been announced by Calypso, now everyone knows that if you enter this tournament, you get your greatest wish. If you win, you get your greatest wish. I think in the midst of all that and having this like passionate, I'm going to do this for all of us, there's this addition of Mayhem, which is like, oh crap, now I got a kid. Like there's this kid around, and now what am I going to do with this kid? And how's the kid going to be safe? And I think of them as kind of a big sister, little sister kind of thing, but I can definitely see the mother daughter aspect of that too. I do think when you're a big sister, you end up mothering your little sister a lot,
Mhm.
um, for better or worse, and I think it becomes a question of is it for better or is it for worse in season two?
I know both of you did a lot of driving on your own. What kind of, I guess, training and preparation went into all these driving sequences? I know you have stunt doubles as well and stunt drivers, but how much preparation did you do in order to work with all these cars?
Our stunt coordinators do an incredible amount of preparation. I mean, they know exactly where we're going, exactly where we're supposed to be, exactly when we're supposed to do what. I think for me, it was very much like, we're not going to ask you to do anything that we don't think that you're capable of. So if we say to you, like, let us handle this, we're going to put the stunt driver on the top of the car. They're going to drive from up there. You just remember the track, memorize the track, look like you know what you're doing, right? Like, because that's the thing is this, a lot of the driving is practical in this. It's very little green screen. So what you're doing if you're not actually actively driving the car, you are mimicking the car's movement, but you are speeding along at the level that the car is going. You are taking those turns, you are doing those donuts, you are spinning out, like the tail is whipping, you're doing it all, right? um Sometimes I would forget to put my seatbelt on. Those were tricky days because then
Hard
it would
day.
be like, oh, you didn't put it on for that, right? Or you gotta like hide it under the jacket because like, you're supposed to look cool. And I guess you don't look as cool with your seatbelt on. I don't know. I mean,
No, no, absolutely not.
safety first.
Do you feel like you've become better drivers since shooting this show, like
I
in
feel
your
like
own personal lives?
I feel like I've become a better driver. I certainly feel like I desire and I have a need for speed now, which I didn't really understand before. I never really got it before, and now I get it. I get why people drive the way that they drive when they're race car drivers, stunt drivers, Anthony Mackie, like when you drive fast, like it is really fun. So being in those cars and like that is a true joy being behind the wheel of the car, knowing that there's an incredible stunt driver, the ex NASCAR driver, what was his name?
His ex drift, like the number 2 drift driver in the
I mean,
world,
like we
Aaron.
had amazing people, amazing people driving these cars. So like they're on the top of the car driving, and you're just like, it was like it's so incredibly fun and felt so safe, and it was a dream. It was a dream for me.
Yeah, no, we got a lot going, and we did a lot of prep with the cars to get them to be able to stand up to that amount of treacherous work. Because we had 5, basically between 3 and 5 of each of the car, because we knew certain ones were going to perish in the filming of the show. So we lost a good bit of cars, but at the same time, they come off amazing. I mean, the way what we were able to do with these cars in this shorter period of time, I think a lot of people are going to be excited about it.
Now, Anthony, Stephanie seems like the perfect junket partner you got going on. So how awkward is it going to be when you're paired with Sebastian Stan for Doomsday? Is he going to be able to live up to Stephanie's hype?
Absolutely not. Sebastian is by far one of the most lovingly, joyously quiet people of all time. So literally, you have to egg him on to make him say something. Whereas with Stephanie, I can literally put my head on her shoulder and take a nap. She's the butterfly to my my tulip.
Dead bug.
No, tulip, butterfly. You're the butterfly.
Wait, so when you're with Sebastian, you're the me?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen Anthony be the less talkative one, right?
Oh, he loves it.
I want to finish up with one spoiler question, and at the end of season 2, Anthony, we see John see his sister again, where he thought she died, and then Stephanie Quiet now is kind of part of this team that's going to take down Calypso. Where would you like to see their personal journeys go in a potential season 3?
I'm forever in love with Quiet. So I think there's something to be said about the idea of John finally getting his wish and Quiet being nice to him and not just using him as sexual property.
Yeah.
Oh
Typical Quiet.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think I'd like to see them enter Calypso's world of power, and what does that look like? Is it like political machinations that are happening? Is it like who else is in power? Who has power? Who's beside him? Like Calypso seems like this like fabulous like entity, but you see in season 2 that he and Raven sort of have some kind of like backstory. So what's there and what's what and how did Calypso access all this power and who's working for him and how does he control stuff? And I would love to see John and Quiet sort of get into that world and infiltrate it from the inside out.
Only to be led by Stu, of course. Thank you both so much for your time. This was really great. I'm so excited for people to see season 2 and all this action and comedy, and it was so great. So thank you both so much for your time.
Thanks a lot, man.